guys, Autumn here today to do my March wrap up week 2. I read a total of 5 books this week, so let's get started. The first one I started last week and just finished, and that is Bleeding Love by Harper Sloan. This is book 2 in the Hopetown series. This follows Liam and Megan. Megan you meet in book 1, which is Unexpected Fate, and she is a widow and a single mom to a 3-year-old Molly, I think is her name. And so she's dealing with the death of her husband and parenting a 3-year-old, so she doesn't really have time for herself, and then you find out something bad happened to her, and she's just trying to move on with her life, put herself together, and then she meets Liam, and she's trying to avoid him because she's like, I don't need a guy right now, I just need to, it just needs to be me and my daughter. And he just kept coming, and he eventually helps her open up more, and yeah, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. Then the next book I read is Puffed, by Helena Hunting, and this is book 1 in the Puffed series, and this is a hockey romance. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars, and this is the first book by Helena Hunting that I have read, and it won't be my last. I just didn't like that there was a lot of sexy times in this book, and I think it was just a little too much for me at that point in time, but I will try her Clipped Wings series because I have 2 of them. I have the second book in this series too, so but this follows, I forget his name. What is his name? Sorry. Violet, I know that, and I forget his name. It's not really good. I don't remember the main guy's name, but it follows Violet, and she goes to one of her stepbrother's hockey games, and then she meets a teammate of his, and they have like a one-night stand, and then he wants to keep seeing her, so he sends flowers and all this other stuff, and they text and stuff, and then they get together, and yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable. I gave it 3 out of 5. Then the next one I read was Rush, which is book 4 in the Rome series by Kimberly Adams, and this follows Logan and Violet. So this book spans from the first book, which is Rome, the second book, which is Fall, and the third book, which is Rise. So it has scenes from all 3 of those books in Logan and Violet's point of view. And I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this series, and can't wait to continue. Whoops. Sorry. And the last book I read is on my Kindle. I have one more. Is Bully by Penelope Douglas, and this is book 1 in the Far Away series. And I got this book for free back in 2013, and I just decided to read it. And I listened to this on audiobook because my library has the whole series, and I figured, why not? It's a new adult. This is also the first book by Penelope Douglas that I've read, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This follows Tate and Jared. They used to be best friends. They live next door. They used to be best friends. And then one summer, everything changed, and Jared started bullying Tate and was mean to her, and she didn't know why. And then she left for a year. I think she went to Germany, and she spent the school year there, and then she came back for her final year in high school. And Jared was still mean to her, and she still didn't know why, but she was tired of getting bullied and stood up for herself. So you may not like this if you're not a fan of bullying. There's abuse, there's revenge porn, there's a lot of bad stuff happened in this book. And you may not like Jared at first, but then you learn why he is the way he is, and you could kind of see why he is the way he is. But I really enjoyed this book and can't wait to continue on with this series. Now on to the actual physical book I read this week is Overruled by Emma Chase. This is book 1 in the Legal Brief series. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I will continue on with this series at some point, and I'll pick up her Tangled series. It was okay. I liked it. I finished it. But yeah. This follows Stanton and Sophia. Stanton had a daughter in high school with his high school sweetheart named Jenny, and that was the first chapter or 2. You saw them in high school and how they dealt with having a daughter, and then it goes 10 years into the future with Stanton and Sophia. Stanton and Sophia are lawyers, and they have a little friends with benefits arrangement going on. Then Stanton gets an invitation to Jenny's wedding, so he goes to his hometown and brings Sophia with him, and trying to stop Jenny's wedding. And a lot of stuff happens. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, and I will be continuing on with all of these series at some point. Mostly, I will most likely pick up, finish the Rome series and the Faraway series soon because I really enjoyed them. And the other 3. Oh, I'm all caught up on Hopetown. There is a new release coming this year, a new book coming this year. But other than that, those are all the books I read this week. Comment down below if you want me to do a review on any of these, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.